Our next guest is Ebba Tefera. Ebba is a current student at UCLA and transferred there from Moore Park College. Welcome, Ebba. It is great to have you here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys for having me.
Now, let's start by having you tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from, and what was life like as a younger person and in high school?
I was born in San Luis Obispo, but I grew up mainly in Santa Maria. And my high school experience was honestly really enjoyable for me. I was always a minority in high school. It was a very predominantly Hispanic area. And in high school, I played a lot of sports. I was definitely involved. I feel like, anywhere I could find opportunity, that's where I was. So I really put my best effort in high school and just wanted to put myself in a good situation and put my best foot forward to give my future self an advantage wherever I wanted to go in life. And I knew I had to put the work in high school in order to be where I want to be in the future.
How much did your friends and family factor in your decision to go to Moore Park?
So honestly, my parents are the biggest reason for any of my success, aside from God. But my parents, they never stopped showing me support. I mean, just a quick backstory. My dad, both my parents immigrated from Ethiopia. And my dad always told me and my sisters the story of how when he came to America, he only had $50 in his pocket. I wouldn't be the man I am today without the support of my family. So I owe everything to them.
What a wonderful family. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
So tell me about community college. What was your experience like at Moore Park?
So in high school, maybe it was like this for other students as well, but I always heard the stigma about community colleges and that person isn't really that serious about college. That was kind of the stigma. But I never let it affect me because you can also get the same education at that community college and then end up getting the same degree as someone who spent a lot more money going straight to a 4-year.
Now, what must have helped is having a Black student union on campus at Moore Park College. Tell me about how that organization helped you.
Yeah, of course. The Black student union on campus, I was really blessed to come in contact with. That job I mentioned as a health screener earlier, I met one of my friends, Trinity, at the time. She was a coworker as well. And before that, I hadn't heard anything about a Black student union. But then when I met her, she said, yeah, they had a Black student union. They met on Tuesdays, a room in the cafeteria. I was like, wow, I definitely got to check this out. I feel like outside of my teammates, which I can't really connect with on a cultural level, I don't really have anybody to talk to about, like a sense of real deep community. And just ever since that first meeting, I felt like I had like a real community of people that understood me at Moore Park College.
Now, you also became connected to the Amend program. How did that come about?
Yeah, that was one of the biggest blessings as well. So the work they had done before I even got there, the work I was hearing about, it was just amazing because that group of people, Black males in community colleges, were at the bottom of every statistical category that was being presented. Transfer rates, success rates after community college, like being able to find a career after being able to find a job after community colleges. Black men were kind of at the bottom for everything. So having that mission to uplift and support those Black students in community colleges, I felt like was an amazing mission to have. And once I was able to join Amend, I found lifetime brothers, found lifetime mentors that I can only speak so highly about. Dr. Gabru was here earlier. He has been a huge blessing in my life.
Very powerful. Wow. So what role do you feel Amend played in driving you towards your goal to attend medical school? So
at first, before I was introduced to Amend, I was focused on doing nursing. And I was going to use nursing as a bridge towards medical school. So medical school was always kind of the goal. I was interested in it since I was a kid. And when I was talking to Dr. Gabru, he told me how I explained to him my plan, how I was trying to pursue nursing and then bridge that over to med school. And Dr. Gabru, with all the experience he's had, has multiple friends in the medical career, was just telling me, man, like, why even do nursing? Like, you want to be a doctor. You want to go to medical school, so just go for it. And at first, in my mind, I'm kind of thinking like, oh, I can have nursing as kind of like a safety net. Like, just in case med school doesn't go through, I can have something to fall back on. But Amend, especially Dr. Gabru, just like let me know, like I can really just go for it, put my all into it, anything's possible, and just gave me the confidence and the faith that was able to really just make me go all in on pursuing medical school straight ahead without using nursing as a bridge. So Amend had a huge factor in just going straight for med school.
So in your opinion, how important is it to have a mentor and help you reach your goals more efficiently and effectively?
Having a mentor might be the most important thing to have when you're trying to pursue, honestly, any type of career. So being able to have like a mentor like Dr. Gabru, I mean, my first mentor, my parents, always being able to be there to answer my questions. And having a mentor career-wise like Dr. Gabru, he with his experience, it's like any question that I have, I feel like he has a story for it. He has an experience for it to be able to share with me and tell me what to expect. And also just being able to put confidence in me, have faith in me. I feel like having a mentor, multiple mentors, just gives you that confidence that you really need to push through when times get hard, to be able to call up when you aren't feeling so confident in what you're doing.
So how important do you believe it is for someone to have a safe space to go to on a college campus?
On a college campus, having a safe space is honestly one of the most important things, because if you don't feel like you're safe, then you can't even learn efficiently. You can't learn at all. And if you can't learn, then why are you even at college? So having that safe space, not only with my teammates, but having that safe space of Amend and the Black Student Union, that was very important to me.
So you started at a community college, and now you're pre-med at UCLA. And there's probably some people out there thinking, I can't do what he does. I don't have the tools to do what he does. What would you say to that person that is thinking in those ways?
For anybody that's having those thoughts of community college isn't the place for me, or community college just isn't where I'm supposed to be at, just know that, especially when you're having those thoughts, community college is the perfect place to be. It serves as that stepping stool, that molding where you're able to figure out where you want to go in life without having to make that concrete decision of, this is what I want to be right now. So if you're having any second thoughts or any doubt in the community college system, just know that that is the place for you to be, and that is the stepping stone that you should use. If you're thinking that there's nobody else on the college campus that looks like you, that feels like you, just know that there's organizations like Black Student Unions, like Amend, like Umoja, that are there for that exact reason, and that are there to provide that community for you. The possibilities are endless once you start a community college. It's a fresh start, and especially to those who didn't do the best in high school and are debating whether or not they want to go to college at all, choose community college, because you'll have a fresh start and you'll be on the same page as everybody else. It'll allow you to achieve those dreams that you might not think are possible. So give it a chance.
Well, allow me to say thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. And it was great to spend time with you, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for me.
I appreciate it, man. It was a blessing to be here today. Thank you guys for having me.
We are the painters of our world. We are creators. We decide what goes.